Hello everyone and welcome to another Transformers review with me, Exim Ferris. Today we're going to be taking a look at the War for Cybertron trilogy, Earthrise, Decepticons, Snapdragon, and yeah, he looks awesome. I love this guy, I really do. Right, let's do a tour of the box, shall we? As you can see, it comes in this nice window packaging as always, and his name is Snapdragon. Down this side you have that gorgeous artwork that they put on every box that I absolutely love. If at the end of this trilogy, after Kingdom comes out, they release like a coffee table art book or something with all this in, I'm going to be front of the queue to buy it because it's absolutely beautiful. I say it every review, and to be fair I mean it every review. And there are his three modes on the back: robot mode, thing mode, and actually pretty cool looking jet mode. And there's the Earthrise artwork on the side there. Again, looks gorgeous. At some point I'm going to fold and buy these off of Zavi, I know I am. And it's just got Transformers War for Cybertron on the top and Gump on the bottom. Right, I'll get him out of his box and we'll have a close look. I'll be right back. Alright, so here's Snapdragon out of his box, and yeah, he looks really cool. Right, before we get to the figure, let's have a look at what he comes with. As always, he comes with his instruction sheet. Quite nice, relatively easy to follow. And he comes with the map piece that all the Earthrise figures come with, and his little piece of tech spec reader. And what do we have this time? Biosphere. Okay, that's a new one on me. I don't know what that is. Okay. And he comes with two weapons, and because he is a headmaster, he comes with his head. I know that sounds weird to point out, but just go with it. Right, so let's have a close look at the figure himself. Actually, before we do that, let's have a look at the weapons. I don't actually have an original G1 Snapdragon, so I've got nothing to compare him to. By the time the Headmasters rolled round, I was pretty much growing out of Transformers. I've got Mindwipe and Horrible, and those were the last two Transformers that I ever bought. So, but yeah, it's nice little weapons, all just moulded in the one colour purple plastic. But that works for me because I love purple. And yeah, so here is Snapdragon. Right, let's bring him in and we'll get a closer look. I'll take the head off in a minute, but we'll have a closer look at him like this. That's a nice looking head there. It's red for the eyes and purple for the mouth plate. Very nice. There's got a bit of fluff on there. I don't know where that's come from. I'm waiting for my MGO moment where I go cat hair not included, because I've got two black cats and it's a miracle that none of their fur ever seems to make it on camera. That's there we go. There you go down the body again. It's beautiful purple. And with all the Earthrise figures, you get this gorgeous moulding. They've done really well on the Earthrise figures, and the Siege figures actually. They've been really nice. Let's go around the back, and we've got some of this turquoise here on the wings for the plane mode, or the jet mode, or the spaceship mode, or whatever that mode is. Down the back, and some nice transparent yellow. I'm losing words today, I really am. It's been one of those days. But yeah, nice. And I like that we're back to at least having the logo, the faction logos tamper-graphed on, instead of those god-awful stickers that we had at the end of the last trilogy. With the Power of the Primes, I hated those. Really hated those with a passion. There is articulation in robot mode. So let's start off with the head, and it is on a rotation joint, and because of the way you can see in here, it's the head of the headmaster that fits in. and that itself is on a tiny wee ball joint. Let me just take it out and see if we can get into that there. I don't know if you can see, it's on like the smallest of small ball joints in there. So it will move back and forth a bit and rotate, and that's what makes it go back and forth and rotate on this peg here. So we'll just head on, and that's backwards, but and coming off. And now my one doesn't want to stay on for some reason. I'll sort that out later. So his head does rotate. You can do a couple of sort of side to side quizzical things with it. The arms rotate all the way around, and then they go in and out, actually quite far. That's quite impressive. He does have a very, very tight rotation joint, and his head's come off again. Flipping heck, keep your head on, mate. When all around you are losing their heads. Yes, he rotates here, but you can't really rotate far if you've got the arm up, because this flipping heck. If it comes off again, I'm just going to leave it off. Just stay. You can't rotate it much this way because this piece gets in the way, but you can get full rotation if you move it down. And obviously you can see it does have 90, well, it's under 90, actually it's quite a lot under 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. You can move his fists down, but that's due to transformation. So if you do move it down, you are going to basically end up with the dragon claws just sticking up there. So that's that. He does have a waist rotation. You can kick out that far, back that far. Strangely enough, this doesn't actually hinder that articulation very much. It go out to the side. It does have a thigh twist, and you can bend his knees 90 degrees, and then his little feet do move up and down. Again, that's mostly for transformation, but you can use it here, and you can move them in and out, although it's just this bit that moves. The whole thing, the rest of this doesn't move, but it's enough for posing. And then I suppose if you needed it to, you could use this. You just sort of turn that around and use that for a little bit of extra stability. So there you go. There he is in his robot mode, and we'll give him his guns. These are quite tight for some reason. I mean, I'm all for having the weapons actually hold in tightly, but sometimes it's just a little bit too tight, a little tighter than I would like. So yeah, there we go. I think he looks pretty cool. I'm just going to move my set forward a little bit because I'm going to attempt to transform him on camera. That's better, but it was a little bit far away and I've only got short little arms. So right, let's get to it. So what should we do? Jet mode first? Yeah, let's do that. Right. Now I've done a couple of transformations on camera, but I'm fairly new to doing this, so you'll have to bear with me in case I muck it up somewhere along the line, which is pretty much guaranteed. Right, so you want to flip the feet up, and then you want to rotate these, no, you want to come down, you want to pull the front of the jet out, like so, and on that side, and the feet then will just sit in that moulded groove by there like that. You want to rotate the legs and the whole thing will clip together. Now if you want the headmaster to ride in here, I've not found a way of being able to open this. Actually, I say that, does it open? No, I thought maybe it looks like it's supposed to open, but I'm worried about putting it does open that way. I wasn't putting enough pressure on it because I was worried I was going to break it. Okay, right. Okay, so that opens like that. Right, well, we'll leave that open for a minute then. I thought it was odd that I couldn't get the headmaster in the seat after I transformed him, so it's just me not following the instructions properly, I guess. So that sits that way. Pop the head off. We'll come back to that in a minute. And then you take this whole section here and you bring it downwards. But before you bring it all the way down, these pieces here that clipped in up here for holding the arms in place, you want to rotate them down so the whole thing just sits like that. I'm going to do that on both sides, like so, and they will clip in there. And then this whole section just comes down on this hinge here and will clip in like so. Now it does go in like that. That's it, that's all the way in. Right, then you take the arm pieces here and you rotate them this way and rotate this so that this hole lines up with this tab, and I want to come out again. That will pop out a couple of times, at least it has done for me. So, and then you just put that tab in that hole like so, and that will hold the engine in place, and then you just need to straighten out the wing there. Same thing the other side, so straighten this out, rotate the whole thing around, rotate this way, and again that will just clip into there, bring the wing down, and there you have the jet mode. And I do very much like the jet mode. Alright, now let's just put the headmaster in, so it's just the same. So same as all the headmasters, you just unfold it. Right, bring the little arms forward, and we'll have a quick look while it's off. See if I can get it to focus. There we go. And I've said this before, but if you haven't seen any of my headmasters reviews, I follow the Japanese continuity. So I think this is called. No, this actually doesn't seem to have a different name. I know the American continuity gives all the headmasters their own personalities and different names, but as far as I'm concerned, this is still Snapdragon, and this part is just a transtector. It's nothing without this bit. So it is basically just a teeny tiny little Snapdragon with a big face on the back. So yeah, but it looks quite nice, and you can see here. He does have the lower jaw teeth for when we get to the whatever mode. Presumably Dragon, because I mean he is called Snapdragon. So yeah, sounds quite nice. His head, it is on a ball joint, but mine is really stiff, really stiff. So ow, it's putting holes in my fingers, kind of stiff. It's not good. So yeah, and the little arms move up and down, but you know, it's just a headmaster. There's not much you can do with it. So we'll put him into a seated position, and we will pop him inside the jet mode. And there he goes. He's just going to sit in there like that. And let's get this closed. It doesn't want to close now. Why doesn't it want to close? I couldn't get it open now. I can't get it closed. Flipping typical, isn't it? You know why, don't you? It's because I'm recording it. Yes, there we go. Oh, that's tighter than it really needs to be. Let's just do that. So there we are. That's the jet mode. And yeah, I really do like the jet mode. I think the jet mode looks really good. Really good. I do have Ape Face, and I will be doing some comparison photographs. So stick around till the end of the video for those, so you can see what he looks like. I've got him in ape mode at the minute, so save pausing the video, transforming him, and then bringing him back in, and then transforming him back again. I'll just show him in his ape mode for the comparison for that, and then, like I say, stick around for the photos at the end. Anyway, in this mode, you can see more of this lovely translucent yellow. It's really nice. It looks more green on camera, but it is an orangey yellow. And we go further up here, and the alarms are just popped out a little bit there. And there's the back, and it's tidy. It's a really nice tidy jet mode. It does look very good. I think the designers, I think they needed to sacrifice a mode to make a good robot mode, and sadly I think they've sacrificed the dragon mode, the beast mode, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll get to that. Actually we'll get to that now, so let's do that. So let's go back in here and get the headmaster out, because we are going to need him. Out you come. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that very often. That is way tighter than it really needs to be. I don't like that at all. Right, so let me see if I can remember how to do this. So flip these back up, and we are going to unpeg the arms. This all stays where it is, but you need to move the tail a little bit, because it's going to be, well, sorry, I should say move the nose cone a little bit, because it's going to be the tail, was what I was trying to get to, but yeah, I don't know. Right, then what you want to do is you want to come back here, and you want to open this piece up, and then this is where the head is stored, the dragon head, so we'll pull the head out there, and then you close that back up, and then what you need to do here is rotate at the waist, and no, I beg your pardon, you don't need to do that. Do you need to do that? I knew this would happen. I know I'd forget how to do it at some point. Pretty sure you do need to do that, because the tail needs to go that way. Oh, bear with me, I'm going to go and check the instructions. No, you do need it that way. You need it the way the way I had it, because that goes like that. One day I'll get this right. So that goes back there, you need to leave that where it is, and then you need to bring what will be the legs around, and then you flip out the claws, like so, and do the same on that side, like so, and then you just bring down the little arms, and on mine they're quite tight, bring it down that side, and then what you need to do is you need to take the headmaster, and you need to leave him opened like this. You just need to put the arms back down, and then inside here you see there's a port there for the head to fit into. You just, let's see if I can get this on camera. You take the head and you put it in there, and I find this to be quite awkward because it's at an angle. Didn't go in that easily the first time I did it. And then you just need to fold the legs forward, and that will, let's see, you need to fold it at the legs, not at the waist. No. Oh, there we go. There you go. And that'll form his lower jaw, and then the head of the headmaster just, or the face I should say of the headmaster, just settles in there, and it stays like that, and he does have a bit of an underbite. So yeah, so that's his dragon mode, and then what you can do here is you can take the weapons and you can plug them in the ports at the back, and this is a bit strange because you know I said that the holes in the hands are quite tight. They're a little bit looser on here, so there, and yeah, so that's his dragon mode, his let's say Earth Dragon, because he doesn't have any wings. And yeah, definitely the weakest mode, I think. It's yeah, it's a bit of a shame, because I really like beast modes, and I probably would have had this in its beast mode had it looked better, but it just doesn't look great. Also, I have an issue with the arms. They're on a ball joint here. I mean, you can quite clearly see the ball, but there's no joint here. It looks like there should be, because I don't know if you can see. Oh, that's it. So knock my camera over. They've sort of moulded in a ratchet. So they've made it look like there should be a joint there, but there isn't one. So it means you can only really move up and on that bit, and that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best third mode. It's okay. I guess it serves a purpose. I mean, let's bring in Face like I said I would do at this point, and let's bring him. Let's put him there. There is one thing I will say, that I am very glad that they got rid of whatever the heck plastic this is, and they just went with proper plastic, because this, I think somebody, was it Bert the Stormtrooper, said that this is a nylon, and it just doesn't look right. It looks milky, you know, and it's just, to me, that I don't like it. I don't like the way that looks at all. So that is one thing for this figure, that they have, I haven't pegged that in properly there, that they have at least gone away from that, because it almost looks like this has been 3D printed, and when you're paying 24 quid, you want proper moulded plastic, not 3D printed plastic. And you know, there's all kinds of things wrong with this one. I don't believe we have a review of this on the channel. Happy to do one if people would like to see one. I don't have the box for it anymore though. I've thrown the box away, but I'm happy to do the figure itself. It's actually not bad. It's just this horrible there. But there we go. So that's yeah. So that's it for Snapdragon, really. Robot mode, brilliant. Love the robot mode. It looks fantastic. The jet mode also really nice. Very nice jet mode. This dragon mode, nah, sadly not so much. I've got some blast effects here. Let's pop those on and see what that looks like up there. Yeah, that's quite good. That's quite good. That looks alright. Oh, actually, these ones will look better because they'll go with the hands. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. That looks pretty good. I do quite like that. I'll take some photos anyway in robot mode, so we get a better look at those. But yeah, it's a good figure overall. Two of the modes really good. This one not so much, but can't have everything with a triple changer, can you? So yeah, that's it. I don't think I've got anything more to say about this guy. He is still available at time of recording. It's still available on Smith's website, I think. So if you do want one, then probably best to get one sooner or later though, because we're getting into Kingdom now here. So, or at least we will be in January, and that's not that far off. So anyway, that's it for this one. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Fingers on plastic.